What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to Perfect Form Forever, where we talk anime, manga, and everything in between. What's up, y'all? I'm back with another one. All right, we're talking One Piece card game. You know what? Before we get started, right? Follow me on TikTok, right? Follow me on TikTok because I brought this up in TikTok because it was kind of quick video, but I want to bring it up here because it's an ongoing thing. We all know what's going on right now in the One Piece card game as far as pricing is concerned, right? As far as pricing is concerned, what's the funny thing is it's always been a some type of concern, right? Not more so on the TCG player, blah blah blah, that end, but more on getting product, right? That's always been an issue. Things are looking somewhat better as far as getting like blisters from Target, Walmart, and all that jazz. Well, it remains to be seen because we haven't had like a good a good bunch of products to see if it sticks around or not, right? But not this set. I believe the previous set, right? 12. We saw a bit more on the shelves, but this one not so much as far as 13, and we got 14 coming up with EBO4. But after recording that video, I started looking into the prices myself because I don't really look into the prices too much. I kind of glance at it, but more this sentiment is more so I'm getting from the community, right? Because I'm in a community in different spaces. You know, I read stuff off Reddit, I read stuff Discord, I see what the Facebook is talking about, I see what the people in Twitter is talking about, and it's all the same thing, right? I've mentioned it. The alternate art prices are just going crazy, and it's going crazy for no reason, right? Usually when prior to this, usually when price spikes happen is when new leaders win, or leaders that haven't been winning win. So say this one, say if Luffy started winning, that leader card will go up, and so would the subsequent SRs that's in that specific deck, right? But I mean, it gets a boost in popularity. People start buying it. Cool. But people are buying now. People are buying just any and almost random things, right? Anything and every random thing, right? Because I'm looking through a few. I think it was a few months ago, maybe a month or two ago. No, when PRB 2 came out, right? There's a Nami common card or uncommon, one of the two, and people are dubbing it Gengar Nami. I'm like, what first of all, what's a Gengar? And I'm looking into it. I'm like, so one person perceived Zeus, the cloud, as an alternate of Gengar, a Pokemon, and that pumped that common card up. I'm like, you gotta be kidding. And the thing is, it was from I think one person mentioned that, and it kind of caught on from wildfire. I'm not sure if that person was popular in the Pokemon space, but the prices are getting out of hand, and the thing is, what to do, right? And I'm thinking like the only thing to do, honestly, because again, I'm old as dirt. So in these kind of situations, I've seen it before, right? Because before I got into collecting to One Piece, well, I haven't collected cards outside of One Piece, but I buy stocks, right, for investment purposes and things like that. And the thing is, when you learn how to buy stocks and things like that, you learn the best way to do it is the way Warren Buffett does it. And the way he does it is the stocks pile a lot of money and he waits for events to happen to good companies that makes their stock price go down, right? So he'll search out what good companies are, and then when they're like, and it always happens when bad news happens, their stocks tank. He comes in and essentially buys it at the bottom, right? And that's kind of the sentiment I have for One Piece right now, right? I stopped playing not because I hate the game, because I couldn't go out and play actively, right? And now I have to roll back buying cards because I'm not buying these cards at a horrendous inflated rate, right? Price. I'm not gonna do it. So I'm just have to sit it out, right? I'm gonna kind of pick out the cards that I was like, okay, that's cheap. No one's looking at that one. I'll get those here and there. Actually, I did that with set 13, right? I pretty much have, I think I have all the base cards, but the alternate arts, I'm just going to wait, right? It might take a year, whatever, but I'm in no hurry to collect them because I'm not really do anything with them after I get them. So I have to kind of be still. I have to be patient. I have to, because between set 1 and set, I believe 8 or 9, I was completing the set the way I wanted to complete it before the new set came out. So I was doing it in 3 months, right? But as soon as 12 came around, things got like, ooh, these prices aren't going low as fast as I thought it would. And when 13 came, I'm like, they're just going up, right? And the that's why I just decided to stop getting the PRBs. I'm not doing the extra boosters. So I kind of limit the scope of my collecting, right? But I also got to know that I'm not going to buy these cards at an exorbitant amount of rate that I know that it's not worth, right? And that's what I came here to say, right? I'm always going to put my chase cards. I'm always going to do that. I like doing that. I've been doing that. That's always going to go down. But me actually chasing these cards, I'm going to roll back, right? Other priorities going to take over because I'm still going to scope out to make sure, if I could get anything MSRP as far as boxes, packs, double packs, tins, whatever they come out with, try to get those. But as far as me getting these cards, like, nah, I'm going to pick out the ones that are cheap, get those, and kind of fall back on the rest, right? And I guess the reason I'm making this video now is because the new set's coming out, and I mentioned this in the previous video, right? I believe a year or two ago, that when influencers start getting into the mix of things, started opening boxes, oh my goodness, I got this, that, and third, that's when I'm like, okay, this is a sign that I need to fall back, right? Because right now, as far as the One Piece content creating community, before all this happened, you kind of knew who to go to, right? You got people that say the news, that people that try to play. You got average people that's making videos. You got average. Now, I would say I'm not calling them average, but just your run-of-the-mill people that kind of started a channel either around another game that's not as popular, but they, kind of concentrated their content around One Piece, doing box openings, going to events, talking to people, going to tournaments and all that good stuff. The people that we've been watching since this game's been coming out, right? I am one of those people, but I'm not consistent enough to be that person, right? So there's other people that I watch that when I'm too lazy to make a video, I watch them and see what's going on. But when we get to the influence space and Bandai giving out cases for them to open up in their channel because of their popularity, that's when I said, you know what? It's time for me to kind of fall back as far as purchasing them at these higher rates, because it's only adding fuel to that fire. Because us in the One Piece community, we know where those other people are coming from, right? Either it could be the sports cards, it could be Pokemon. Actually, sports cards and Pokemon, really, those two. I've seen people on the sports part sell most of their good stuff on their collection coming to One Piece. I've seen the Pokemon people kind of drop it coming to One Piece. Before this, it was more of people dropping the game to play the game, right? People stopped playing Magic to get into One Piece. People stopped playing Digimon, Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon to play the game, right? They play the game, they enjoy the game, so they kind of get cards. So that I'm all good with, right? But now people are saying, oh, they want to buy into the game to sell it at 100%. It's like NFTs. That's what it is. That's what it reminds me of. It's like, and the One Piece card game right now has the NFT effect right now. It's the big thing. People want to do it now. They want to get in before it gets crazy. But I mentioned NFT because where is it now? It's nowhere to be found. And from the inception of this game, I'm waiting for that moment for One Piece to kind of climb up, peak out, and kind of hit that rock bottom. That's like that. At that point, that's when I'm just like, okay, like I said before, many years when this game has been out, That's where you can see where the true fans are. That's where you're going to see the people that love the game, that love the anime, that love the manga. Those are the people that's going to stick around. Right? Just like in Pokemon right now, Pokemon's been going through a high since COVID. Right now, things are crashing, and all the people that's coming over here are dumping Pokemon, right? And the Pokemon, that community, they understand, like, yeah, we were waiting for them to bounce. We were waiting. It just sucks that it had to be you being One Piece, but they were waiting for them so they could attain the cards at a reasonable price so they could either play it, their children could open packs and things like that. They've been going through that roller coaster for a minute. So, I mean, it's right now, it's their time to get their product until, next hyped set. But right now, like, all the people that are speculating on the One Piece cards, they're literally buying all the random Luffy cards, random Nami cards. All the SPs are going through the roof, but that's I'll accept that. Mangas are going through the roof. I mean, they're going even more through the roof. It's like, okay, all right, you got it. But yeah, like, the only thing that got me is that Nami common going like $40 for a common card. I'm like, come on now, right? And now you got these influencers doing these box breaks, right? They're breaking the box, and they, like, you don't have to know One Piece to open a box, right? Casually, but I don't know. It's like it irks me, right? Any person that's new into it is like, oh, I'm getting into One Piece. They're kind of like, oh, I want to play it, but I'm opening my first box. They are cool with. But if you're one of those ripping shippers, just opening it and just kind of, I want the manga, I want the whatever, right? I don't know. It doesn't tickle me the right way. But yeah, but this video, I mean, it's just all about where we're at right now. I just want to have like a more clear cut kind of conversational type of video instead of saying, oh my goodness, they're ruining the game, this, that, and that. It's like kind of it's a culmination of things, but it's better to kind of talk it out, see what the hell's in my head. And for you guys to comment down below to kind of bounce back and forth ideas of what's going on. Do you see a top? Do you think it's going to bottom out, right? I think it's going to bottom out, but again, I've been saying that for years now. You just got to be patient in it, but it's just that going up this roller coaster part is just, it's annoying, right? But for me, it's like things go up, things have to go down to a point, and things like these peaks don't last forever. This game cannot sustain this part of it for a long time because it's going to just move people out. I mean, people were moving out even before this was going on, if I recall correctly, because it was getting harder and harder to obtain cards. So it's just a weird time that we're in. We'll see what 2026 has in store for us as far as the card game. But as far as for me, like, this is going to be my last video here, right? After this, hopefully I can record, but I'm not betting on it. But actually, I could try it on my computer. So I just thought of that. So we'll see. But I gotta lay low because I got other things precedent I gotta do. So I don't know. Tell me what you think, right? Again, this is a conversational thing. Let me know what you got going on in your mind. I'll reply as fast as I can. And the next video will not be here. It'll be somewhere else. I'll try my best. But if the events need me to make a video, then I'll just use my laptop and, deal with it there. But yeah, I appreciate you listen to me ramble. There's nothing else, really. That's all I want to talk about. Oliver Williams, Perform for every made this far. I appreciate you. I know I don't make a lot of videos, but I'm like you. I got things to do. But I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.